This time on One Boy's Garage, the work on the Grand National gets a little exhausting. Alright guys, so this is the kit we're going to be installing today. It comes from Summit Racing. Summit part number is SUM-670003. It is a exhaust cutout for a 3-inch exhaust with the harness. So with it you get the harness complete with the switch. That's the exhaust cutout itself. If you notice, these are slotted, so if yours is off a little bit, it should still work. This is the extension wire that goes from the controller. Bolts are provided. And the awesome part, they give you a couple different gaskets too to throw on there. So if your gasket's trash like mine is, we're going to clean up the mating surfaces, and then we've got brand new gaskets to put in place. Alright, there's the piece we're going to replace. We're going to angle the motor up out of the way so it's not sticking down. And after doing some looking around, I think that right about there is probably the best place. Oops, sorry. Right about there is probably the best place to run the wire up through. We'll use a couple zip ties there and there to help relieve some of the strain. We'll leave a little bit of slack in it. That way it can move up and down. Now, as far as the hole goes that we're going to drill up in there, we're going to have to make it big enough to get that connector through. Not a huge deal. It's probably not going to get any water up in it, but I happen to have one of these grommet kits from Summit Racing. So we're going to size it up. We'll get the right size grommet on it, and then I'll probably even slather a little bit of RTV on there to make sure it doesn't leak. So the bolts on my pipe ended up being a little bit short. So I went ahead and ground them out, got the welds out, popped them out. So we're going to use the bolts that come with the kit. Since I already had the pipe off, I figured this was a good chance to hook it up to this and make sure that the blade can open and close all the way. Quick note, in that previous demo I had this thing clocked the wrong way, so I had to redo it. Yeah. So you want it clocked up towards the floor pan, not to the side or down. Alright, so we got the exhaust cutout installed. There is the top of it and the wire. We used the tie down right there, ran it across. I don't know why this thing won't focus. There we go. Used the heat shrink that they gave us, and I ran it all the way over to here where we zip tied it again with a little service loop, put it up through a hole we put in the floor, stuck some RTV around it just to be safe, and that's the way we ran it. Tightened everything up, and that's it. Alright, so now that we have it all done, this is what it sounds like through the RJC 3-inch crossflow muffler setup that we have in the back. We're going to go down here. The exhaust cutout is right where your test pipe is.